There's an order of succession, and I'm at the bottom at the moment. So there is the time and space in the future to take on more and develop more.
Everyone sees the crown, the power, and the shine, but what happens when it all disappears overnight? When William becomes king, Camilla's world may change in ways no one is ready for. Titles, homes, jewels, even her place in the family could fade away. But is this just change, or something deeper waiting to unfold for everyone to see clearly? Camilla's future beyond the throne. In order to gain a deeper insight into Camilla's future, it's essential to comprehend the mysterious realm of royal titles. At first glance, everything appears prestigious and stable. Currently, she holds the title of Her Majesty the Queen, which exudes strength and permanence. It gives off an impression of being untouchable. In reality, its durability is not long-lasting. In the monarchy, the title is intricately linked to the king's existence. It is only in King Charles's presence that the title holds significance. Once this status quo shifts, Camilla's circumstances also undergo a transformation. This alteration occurs swiftly and devoid of sentiment. The establishment does not halt to acknowledge emotions. It proceeds relentlessly. Once that time arrives, Camilla's title will change from queen to queen dowager. Despite the continued use of the word queen, this new designation holds a different significance within the palace walls compared to the previous title. She exits power silently. The change is subtle and understated. There are no dramatic proclamations to emphasize its significance. However, the message is unambiguous. She will no longer be seen by the ruler's side. She will no longer play a central role in the monarchy. Instead, she is relegated to the past, a relic of a bygone era. It's comparable to transitioning from the center stage to obscurity in an instant. The change becomes even more impressive when considering what does not occur for her. In numerous tales of royalty, after a king's death, his wife typically assumes the title of Queen Mother. This position is traditionally held in high esteem, granting the individual respect, power, and the ability to influence and shape the future. Camilla does not have the opportunity to take that route. Her status cannot be altered due to a straightforward reason. She is not the chosen one to be the mother of the future monarch. Another individual is destined to claim that position. Ancestry is of utmost importance within the royal lineage, determining eligibility for specific positions. This regulation stands unwavering regardless of the passage of time. As a result of this situation, Camilla will not assume a long-term position of authority. Rather, she will make way for someone else. When the throne is passed to a new ruler, a new queen will stand by his side. Catherine will step into that role, bringing with her a modern image that represents what lies ahead, not what has already occurred. The spotlight will be on her. The responsibilities, the spotlight, and the public curiosity will all turn towards her. Camilla will observe this situation from afar. She will also face potential losses in terms of practical benefits. As a queen consort, she enjoys various privileges that assist her in carrying out her duties. These privileges encompass travel opportunities, security, and participation in official engagements. However, when her position changes, these benefits may no longer be assured. The new king's decision is crucial for them. He has the option to decrease her assistance if he wishes. He has the ability to restrict her involvement in public affairs. He can control how much she is seen by the public. This is a fundamental aspect of the functioning of the monarchy. Each incoming monarch has the authority to modify the system to align with their own ideals and principles. And indications exist that the outlook for tomorrow could be altered. Discussions have commenced regarding a more condensed and contemporary royal family structure. This would involve a reduction in the number of participating members and a clearer delineation of their responsibilities. This proposed system would limit the presence of individuals who are no longer essential to the hierarchy of authority. Camilla might end up being excluded from the inner circle. The burden of history also plays a role. Her narrative is often tied to challenging recollections of the past for numerous individuals. These emotions have not completely faded over time. They continue to influence certain perspectives of her, even to this day. As time progresses, the royal family might opt to portray themselves in a more modern and streamlined way. This new image may not require Camilla's presence to be as prominent. This ultimately results in a profound yet understated reality. Her position as a queen has served as a form of protection, ensuring her place in the hierarchy and providing stability. Without it, her standing becomes more precarious. While she will continue to be honored as the widow of the king, she may not wield the same level of power or significance. Rather, she is a discreet presence within a family that is constantly in the public eye. As she grows older, this transformation could become more intimate to her. Having spent many years in the spotlight, she might now be adjusting to a more subdued existence, influenced by choices beyond her control. The palace will progress under the direction of fresh leadership and updated objectives, and she'll have to adapt. This is how monarchies operate in the end. They are constantly evolving, changing, and prioritizing the future over the past. Regardless of how successful someone becomes, there will always be a point where their position transforms. But this was the beginning of what she was about to lose. The next was more than titles, a home that was never truly hers. In many regions around the globe, a residence serves as a constant presence in people's lives. It serves as a shelter for memories to develop and provides a sense of security. Individuals personalize their living spaces, reside in them, and gradually develop a sense of ownership and attachment. Ultimately, a home becomes an integral part of one's identity. However, within the royal family, a residence holds a unique significance. Ownership is not the issue here. It's all about where you stand. Camilla has resided in magnificent homes across the country for a long time. She has strolled through luxurious rooms, relaxed in serene gardens, and experienced her days in locations rich with history. These residences have been integral to her everyday existence, shaping her habits, personal reflections, and feelings of solace. However, there lies a silent reality beneath all of this. She doesn't really own any of these houses. They are loyal to the monarchy. They are part of a structure, not an individual. This implies that her residency in these homes is entirely reliant on her position. As long as she remains by the king's side, access to these residences is guaranteed. However, once her role shifts, so does everything else. The change will not happen gradually. The moment a new ruler ascends to power is inevitable. He then takes charge of these residences. The regulations are well defined and have been adhered to for numerous years. The fresh monarch now determines the allocation of living spaces. He emerges as the focal point of power, with the residences falling under his jurisdiction. One of the significant locations is Clarence House, which has served as her primary home for a long time. It is a place where she has resided, attended to, and grown accustomed to. The decor in the rooms showcases her preferences. Her essence permeates the entire space. However, Clarence House is not just a private residence. The significance of the object is closely related to the heir's position and the arrangement of the royal family. When a fresh monarch takes the throne, the object's function evolves. It could be incorporated into a revised strategy, passed down to the succeeding lineage, or employed in a completely distinct manner. This is a definite conclusion. It will cease to belong to her. Although outwardly subtle, the impact of the change will be significant. Storing away personal belongings, exiting rooms that were once comforting, and bidding farewell to a space steeped in nostalgia is always a difficult process. Even in the realm of royalty, these experiences connect us to our shared humanity. Highgrove is a significant location with deep significance. Nestled in a natural setting, this residence is renowned for its serene gardens and tranquil ambiance. It is rich in memories, not only for Camilla, but also for her extended family. However, similar to other assets of the monarchy, it is not under private ownership. It is linked to the Duchy of Cornwall, so when the incoming monarch ascends, authority over this territory also changes hands. The responsibility for determining its future is no longer in her control. It now belongs to another. This results in a subtle yet impactful transformation. A location that used to feel spacious could now seem far away. The household that used to embrace her may no longer play a role in her everyday routine. Simply setting foot on that property may require permission rather than being a familiar routine. It may seem minor, but the distinction holds significance. Next comes the issue of her destination. In the monarchy, there is guaranteed accommodation. However, not all residences are equal in significance. She might be allocated a modest dwelling, which, although cozy and serene, lacks the prestige and aura of her previous homes. The difference will be evident. Moving from a renowned historical residence to a secluded, tranquil location is possible. This new space may lack the same level of prestige and significance. The presence of inhabitants is just as important as the houses themselves in maintaining a community. She has relied on a dedicated group of individuals for a long time. This team includes chefs, housekeepers, gardeners, and various other helpers who have all played a part in keeping the daily routine on track. Their efforts have been consistent and effective in ensuring that everything operates seamlessly. Their duties are also connected to the monarchy. When there is a shift in the organization, their roles might also shift. A few of them might transition to cater to different needs. Some might find themselves obsolete. The extensive network of people that used to be present around her could dwindle in size. Simple actions will show the contrast. There are less people talking in the corridors, fewer individuals passing through the rooms, and a more relaxed and peaceful way of living. This doesn't only concern structures and employees, it revolves around the sense of inclusion. Within the royal family, residences are considered extensions of a broader structure. They do not serve as private sanctuaries as commonly perceived by the general public. Rather, they are intertwined with responsibility, function, and status. As these aspects evolve, so do the corresponding residences. Camilla will need to release attachment to familiar places that used to belong to her. She will have to distance herself from environments full of nostalgic recollections and adapt to unfamiliar surroundings. It represents a subtle yet impactful change. The large mansions are here to stay. The garden will blossom as always. The walls will retain their historical significance. However, her role in this setting will never be the same again. She is not going to move into a more tranquil phase. A section of life where home is not determined by spacious rooms or prestigious locations, but by something more basic, a more compact area, a more leisurely pace, a unique sense of tranquility. The diamonds that tell a story. Jewelry within the royal family holds significance beyond mere aesthetics. It transcends mere sparkle and grace. Each item holds a profound significance, embodying tales of the past and symbolizing power and heritage. Gems like diamonds, pearls, and crowns are not just adornments, they are vessels of history and identity. For numerous years, people around the globe have closely observed Camilla displaying some of the most renowned royal gems. These were not mere accessories. Several of them had strong ties to Princess Diana in the past. This association added a sentimental touch to each public appearance, even when no words were uttered. Behind the stunning facade lies a subtle principle that dictates all aspects. The person wearing the royal jewels does not own them. The ownership belongs to the crown. This implies that no matter how frequently an individual wears an item, it can never be considered their own. It is merely borrowed, temporarily given, and always associated with their position. If their position changes, the jewelry must be returned. This marks the starting point of the narrative change. Once Prince William ascends to the throne, a shift occurs in every aspect. He assumes control over the prestigious royal collection, including all its tiaras, necklaces, and brooches. He is entrusted with the responsibility of safeguarding these precious treasures, granting him a subtle yet significant power. One notable instance of this phenomenon can be seen in the renowned Lover's Knot tiara, which is widely known as a significant item in royal heritage. Princess Diana famously adorned herself with this tiara, despite its cumbersome weight and challenging nature. However, she managed to wear it elegantly, eventually establishing it as an emblem of her influence. Years later, Camilla donned the same tiara for significant occasions as well. She glowed in well-lit spaces, grinning as the pearls shimmered. To onlookers, it seemed like a routine royal practice. However, to Prince William, it symbolizes something more profound. It holds more significance to him than simply being a piece of jewelry. It's a recollection he keeps of his mother. As a result, once he ascends to the throne, Camilla will no longer have any affiliation with those items. Her privilege to don them does not diminish gradually, but ceases entirely. The protocol does not allow for any ambiguity, proceeding with strict guidelines. From that point forward, the jewels go back to their rightful place. Prince William recognizes the impact of these images. He is aware that whenever a representation of his mother emerges in the public eye, it evokes nostalgic feelings for numerous individuals. It transcends mere history, extending into the enduring presence of the past. He will possess the authority to determine the course of events as a monarch. He has the option to withhold certain items from being displayed publicly. He could determine that certain items are reserved exclusively for the new Queen Catherine. By doing so, he influences the narrative of the royal family for the future. This change does not need to be loud, as it quietly makes its impact known. It exhibits a tranquil, cautious, and consistent demeanor. Picture the instance when Camilla is no longer responsible for these precious jewels. Gradually, they are being brought back to the royal treasury. The plush velvet cases that used to house them now feel devoid. The glitter that used to illuminate the surroundings fades away, bit by bit. It goes beyond just losing pretty possessions. It's the culmination of a section. Another issue to consider is the crowns. Camilla donned a unique crown during the coronation, which was specifically designed for that significant occasion. This crown symbolized her position next to the king and clearly defined her role to the public. However, when that responsibility is no longer present, she has no need to don the crown once more. In the world of royalty, crowns hold more significance than just being ornamental. They represent power and status. If one loses their position, the crown no longer holds the same value. She chooses to move away rather than remaining in the middle. Over the years, she has adorned herself with a variety of precious gems that are not actually her own. These gems belong to the royal treasury and were loaned to her only during her tenure. Once her role comes to an end, so does her access to these treasures. The items are being requested to return. On the exterior, this procedure may seem devoid of emotion, adhering to established customs. However, hidden beneath its serene facade lies a subtle significance. It distinguishes between merely having possession of something temporarily and genuinely owning it. Camilla will experience this change on a deeply personal level. For numerous years, she took on a challenging position, gradually blending into a structured system that had deep roots in tradition and rigorous guidelines. The precious stones she adorned herself with influenced the public's perception of her and created a feeling of timeless connection, maintaining a strong link to the past. But at this moment, the temporary brightness is starting to diminish. Her personal belongings will be the only things left, consisting of objects gifted to her or acquired before her marriage. While they may retain their beauty, they lack the historical significance and importance of the royal collection. The dissimilarity will become evident. Her grand aura will gradually diminish and become more subdued. The radiance that once symbolized strength will be replaced by something more modest. Now for the final move in William chessboard, this is the checkmate, the quiet fade. Although the world may quickly notice the disappearance of palaces and dazzling diamonds, there is a more subtle transformation taking place out of sight. This change is gentle, subdued, and profound. Within the palace walls, away from the public's view, whispers of this phenomenon circulate quietly. It is referred to as the grand slimming down. This transformation does not occur suddenly, but evolves gradually. It involves a meticulous dismantling of all aspects that once defined and empowered a regal existence. This process unfolds quietly and elegantly, progressing incrementally like the dimming of a light. Currently, Camilla is in the position of queen and is constantly in the company of a large number of individuals. She is hardly ever by herself, as she has a group of loyal companions who are always there for her, assisting her in her daily activities. These individuals carefully manage her schedule, provide assistance during public appearances, and stand by her side when she is in the public eye. In addition to her close companions, there is a specialized team that operates discreetly yet diligently around her. Administrative staff members take care of important assignments, a media department oversees her public image, and security personnel remain vigilant round the clock. Her surroundings are robust and consistent due to all of these factors. But the existence of this world is transient. She is the reason for its existence. It revolves around her status as a queen. As soon as her role changes, everything linked to it also starts to change. The structure does not cling to the outdated. It adapts swiftly, constantly progressing towards what lies ahead. A new ruler introduces a fresh perspective. In this particular scenario, the perspective is straightforward and easily understood. A reduced royal family, a smaller inner circle, decreased significance, decreased clamor, and enhanced concentration. There is not much room in that perspective for things that used to exist. The process of thinning out gradually unfolds without much fanfare. It could begin with slight alterations that may appear insignificant. Perhaps an office relocating to another section of the building, a team decreasing in number, or a familiar individual no longer in sight. Initially, these occurrences might be viewed as fleeting. However, as time progresses, they start to establish a recurring trend. Gradually, the individuals who were once in proximity start to distance themselves. Her personal assistants might be moved to assist the incoming queen. The media team that previously catered exclusively to her will now support a larger audience. The constant support she used to receive will now be less consistent and more minimal. Her environment quiets as the bustling activity subsides. The quietness is starting to expand. Following this is a more profound transformation that affects not only her career, but her feeling of being. The sense of certainty that once enveloped her completely could now be altered. In the regal world, safeguarding is not just for physical protection. It also symbolizes status. It indicates the ones in the spotlight and those who are not. When the level of protection decreases, the message is evident, even without being spoken. It implies taking a step back. Her presence outside the palace gradually diminishes as well. At one point, she was a prominent figure at significant gatherings. She greeted dignitaries, participated in important occasions, and symbolized the royal family internationally. Her attendance held significance, reflecting bonds, permanence, and power. However, with the shifting of her position, these responsibilities are no longer in her hands. The rate at which invitations are being sent has decreased. The big events go on, but she is no longer the focus. Other people now occupy the seat she used to sit in. Progress marches on, nudging her out of the spotlight. This is accomplished with gentleness, not through forceful means, but through unwavering conviction. The concept of the great thinning does not involve forcefully removing individuals. Instead, it enables the system to restructure itself by eliminating unnecessary elements and directing attention towards future developments. Camilla is now confronted with the challenge of adapting to a different way of living. The large rooms start to feel unfamiliar. The noise of the crowd is no longer heard. The intense spotlight of public scrutiny begins to dim. In its absence, a more relaxed and peaceful pace emerges. Cozier spaces, serene moments, instances that go unnoticed. Initially, this transition might seem unfamiliar. Having been immersed in busyness and direction for a prolonged period, calmness may seem burdensome. The lack of ongoing hustle and bustle leaves a void that is challenging to occupy. This is the ruse that the system takes. As time goes by, she might gradually distance herself from the spotlight completely. The bustling state dinners fade into the past. The frequent journeys are replaced by peaceful nights at home. The opinions of the public start to fade into the background, becoming less insistent. Something basic is all that is left. Duty no longer dictates our actions. Rather, it is time that influences the way we live. The gradual process of decline does not happen all at once. It progresses slowly, giving time for each transformation to be accepted before the next one unfolds. It strips away the facades of authority, revealing the true essence of the individual left behind. When the crown moves on. As the world eagerly anticipates a promising future, a hidden narrative unfurls in a distant land away from public view. Eventually, a new ruler will emerge, accompanied by a queen, marking a significant moment for the nation. The atmosphere will be electric with festivities, brimming with optimism and anticipation. A sense of renewal and potential will permeate the surroundings. However, in stark contrast to the brightness, a distinctly unique morning will emerge. In the serene surroundings of Ray Mill House, mornings may unfold at a leisurely pace. The skies may be overcast, lending a soft gray hue to the atmosphere. The tranquility of the outside world may seep into the walls of this house, offering a sense of peace and stillness. Throughout its history, Ray Mill House has been a sanctuary of comfort, a refuge from the complexities of life. It used to be a haven where things felt ordinary, far removed from the demands of royalty and the scrutiny of the public eye. Now, it has the potential to transform into a different entity. It has the potential to transform into a serene sanctuary. The comparison of these two realms will be striking. The upcoming king is set to start his rule with self-assurance and a definite mission. Alongside him, the incoming queen will exude a vibrant and elegant aura. Together, they will embody a new era, one that resonates with a modern audience. The global audience will observe them with great interest. Their images will be prominently featured in various mediums. Their behavior will influence public perception of the royal family. They will approach tasks with enthusiasm, injecting a fresh vitality into all their endeavors. And over on the opposite end, Camilla will also be present. Her life is about to take a different direction. The fame that used to surround her will fade away. This change will happen swiftly, not gradually. In the world of royalty, focus is fleeting and constantly shifts to new interests. Camilla will experience a profound impact from this transformation. The era of perpetual motion could be nearing its conclusion. There may be no more traffic jams in the city, or meticulously orchestrated public events with cameras flashing. The bustling routine of royal engagements, which was once bustling, may gradually fade into serenity. Instead, one may experience extended periods of tranquility. She might end up observing the world from afar. The attention that was once on her might now shift to someone else. The calls of her name may gradually fade away. The bond to the core of everything will slowly weaken. This separation is not abrupt. It is a gradual parting. The atmosphere within Ray Mill House might have a unique vibe, with its walls holding on to remnants of a vibrant and meaningful past. The surroundings are likely filled with images, memories, and subtle hints of days gone by. These relics each hold a narrative of past experiences and the places she once inhabited. Outside of those walls, the narrative will continue to progress. The upcoming ruler will lead the nation into the future, with a firm commitment and a distinct outlook. He will influence the direction of the country in a manner that honors both the past and innovation. Accompanying him, the fresh queen will adapt to her responsibilities with grace and serenity. Together, both of them will be at the core of the royal family. Camilla's influence is diminishing, causing her duties to be delegated to others. The causes she championed could be adopted by different individuals. The void she once filled will now be filled by a fresh perspective. This is the way in which the system operates. It never dwells on the past for too long, always looking toward the future with unwavering focus. Camilla might find herself contemplating deeply as she steps back from the spotlight after many years. The silence could provide a kind of solace, though it may also feel burdensome. This tranquility may bring a reprieve, yet it could also create a sense of detachment from her familiar life. She might choose to occupy herself with uncomplicated activities, such as strolling in her backyard or enjoying moments of peace and quiet. Interacting with loved ones could bring a renewed sense of importance to these unassuming, serene moments. However, even within that peaceful atmosphere, there is often a lingering feeling of what used to be. The palace will remain upright, the customs will endure, the globe will continue to observe, and she will stay linked to it all, albeit from a distance. This type of transformation holds a deeply human essence. It serves as a reminder that no job is permanent. No matter how prestigious, all positions eventually change. Time progresses for everyone, bringing unforeseeable transformations to people's lives. Camilla never viewed the crown as a permanent possession. It was merely a temporary gift, molded by the circumstances of the present and influenced by someone else's life. Once that moment has ended, the crown will find a new owner, and the same goes for all that accompanies it. What's left is calmer, gentler, and more intimate.